Hello, welcome to this YouTube channel where I'm teaching you makeup that will actually match your features, that will look good on you. And today's tutorial will be about contouring. What common misconceptions you might have about contouring? I'm gonna break it down for you and I'm gonna teach you the right way to do contouring. I see a lot of tutorials where girls teach you how to do contouring, but they all show it in a very standard way. And I really believe that makeup is not one thing fits all. It's all about adjusting it and making it look good on you specifically, to take your face features into consideration, to mind your face shape, face proportions. I really want you to learn the right way to tailor makeup to you specifically. So let's get into it. Okay, first thing, we need to analyze our face features to really understand what's the right way to do contouring for our face features. So this is the way we normally see people tell us how to do contouring, and this is kind of standard way. Let's recreate this so you understand what I'm talking about. So we need to contour here along the forehead, like nose and jawline. Yeah, this is what we normally see online. Some people show this hack as well. This all is amazing. This all works, but it only works if you have standard proportional face and your face shape is oval, because this technique doesn't really take into consideration if you have other face shape. For example, what if you have small forehead? This line and this darkening will only make your forehead appear even smaller. And what if you have very small jawline and very small chin? This will only make your chin look even smaller and create additional disproportion in your face. And what if you're naturally thin and your face is sculptured? Do you really need this darkening if you already have deep cheekbones? This all doesn't take into consideration your specific face shape. And I see online a lot of contouring for different face shapes. This really works if you actually know what your face shape is, but sometimes it's not that easy to define what's the exact shape of your face, whether it's round, square, rectangle, like any you might think of, because our faces often are a combination of shapes. And I'm going to show you today a bit of an easier way to analyze your face features, face proportions, without a need to find what's your shape exactly. So this is the standard technique, and let me blend it to show you how it works. It really deepens the cheekbone, it lifts the eye, and it balances the forehead. Actually, my forehead is perfect for this type of darkening because it's quite big. It's okay, but it doesn't really correct your face shape and face proportion. And now let's analyze what you really need to know about your face before starting contouring. First thing, you need to know your face proportion, your face length to your face width. To analyze this, you need to remove all the hair from your face. I'm gonna be using my daughter's crown hairband for this. I think it looks quite pretty. And start by measuring your face height to its width in the widest point. So it's normally somewhere here, but if you are having a wide jaw, you can measure it here. If your forehead is wider, measure it here. So I think mine is quite same along the length, so let's measure it here. So this length from the top of your face to the bottom of your chin, divided to the width of your face. If you're not sure, if you don't see properly, you can make a photo of your face, but make sure your eyes are on the same level as your camera, because if you put it lower or higher, you might change the proportion with this. And you can make it in the portrait mode because it will represent the proportions even better. So the division of the length to the width is 1.6. It's the golden ratio proportion. Proportion will give us the understanding whether our face is proportional when it's 1.6 to 1, whether it's elongated if it's more than 1.6, and whether it's wider if the proportion is less than 1.6. So this is the first thing you need to know. Second thing you need to know is where on your face and whether you have angularities. What's angularities? It's where your face shape and your hairline, for example, create some kind of angles on your face. Because when we're talking about the standard contouring, we're referring to oval face, where on your face and whether you have angularities. What's angularities? It's where your face shape and your hairline, for example, create some kind of angles on your face. It's perceived to be standard and perceived to be ideal to have this oval face. So we are striving in our contouring to make our face balanced and look more like it's more oval. When we want our face to look more oval, we don't want it to have angularities because oval doesn't have angles. So in our contouring, if you have angularities, we will soften angles and this will create more balanced look. So if we will think about my face, for example, my face has angles along the hairline. It's very seen when I lift my hair up. Also, my jawline is quite heavy. I don't have angularities on my cheekbones, on my chin, but some of you may have angularities on your forehead and it will kind of shape like a triangle. Your forehead might look like this. Or you might have angles on your cheekbones. So in this area might be the widest. So just mind where you might have angularities. Third thing you need to mind and to think about is the proportion of your width on your face. What's that? So it's the width of those three proportions: your forehead, your cheekbones, and your jawline. It might be similar. Some of this might be wider or smaller. So you just need to think, how are they different? For example, mine are the same. And I'm going to tell you later what does this mean. So my forehead is quite similar to my cheekbones and my jawline. And one more thing, it's the length of your forehead. It's the first part. Then the length of your middle third, it's your brow line, end of the nose, and from the end of the nose to your chin. Ideally, these three are similar. So this is also helpful to know about contouring, whether they are similar or one of them is longer or shorter. Normally one is different from two others. Two are similar. And in contouring, it's especially important to know about your forehead and your chin, whether your forehead is small or bigger. And now let's talk about how this all is used in contouring and how we can actually create contouring for different face shapes. Let's talk about our cheekbone. So this is the line where we have natural shadow because of it's in between our bottom and top jaw. So this is where we want darkness, where we want shadow. We want our face to look slimmer and contoured and cheekbones defined. And when we're talking about standard proportional face, when your proportion is 1.6 to 1, your length to width is 1.6 to 1. This is the direction of our contouring. So it's from the top of our ear to the corner of our mouth. This is the direction, and it normally stops below outer corner of our eye. And this is where we want darkening. By darkening this area, we create depth, we create shadow, and we create more defined cheekbones. But what if our face is elongated? If our face is elongated, we are directing this line not to the corner of our mouth, but to the middle between our nose and our top lip. This will create additional pulling up effect and making our face look shorter. Also, if your face is elongated, probably either your forehead or your chin might be a bit longer than other 2/3. So if it's your forehead, you may be free to contour it like this. That will work absolutely amazing. This will shorten your face and this will balance your face. And your contouring will also pull your face a bit upwards. And you can also darken your chin if you want to cut this part as well. So this is the contouring for longer face. We're cutting the chin, we're directing our cheekbone contouring a bit horizontally, lifting the angle like this, and we're cutting a part of our forehead. So this will create balance and this will shorten our face. This is what we want, a bit of a shortening effect. And let's go to the other side. And on the contrary, if your face is wide and shorter, on the shorter side, you want to direct your contouring not more horizontally but more vertically, and lift your line a little bit like this. So pull it like this. So not starting from the top but higher, and not going to the lip corner but lower like this. Also, we will not darken this side of the face because we want to lighten it. And here we can use lighter concealer on the chin and along our forehead because we want to elongate this area like this. We want to elongate this part and we want to darken the cheekbone. Should you darken the forehead? Of course, no, because this will make our face appear shorter. So what we want to do, we want to create a vertical line that will create additional line that will make our face appear more lifted and more long. And we also, if your face is quite wide, that means that you have a lot of cheeks, we can cover this part of our face to contour it and to slim it down. So this is what we want to do. This will create additional slimming effect. And we're gonna blend the lighter contour. Do you see the difference? Do you see how it works? How this part of my face appears a bit shorter and this creates more of an elongated effect. Okay, next step is we're gonna talk about angularities. So as oval face doesn't have angularities, we want to cover them, we want to darken them to soften the angles. So in my case, my angularities are my forehead and my jawline. If you have angularity on your forehead, for example, if you have triangle face, you can cover a bit of your softening a bit of your top angle. If you have angularity, your chin is very angular, you can cover your chin. And if you have angularity along your cheekbones in this area, you can make contour and cover your cheekbone like this. This will also darken them and pull them like kind of in like this. So we are covering our angles and softening the face. This helps cover the angularity. First, we're balancing face proportion, making it shorter if it's more long, and making it slimmer and longer if it's wider. Then we work on angularities, we soften the angles. And the next step, we are working on the width of the face. So we are striving to balance our face according to the golden ratio, and as per golden ratio, ideal face shape is oval, but oval kinda egg shape. So it's a bit more wider on the forehead and a bit slimmer on the jawline. So the proportionate face is forehead is wider, cheekbones are a bit slimmer, and jawline is the slimmest. So it's kinda like this. So to balance our face, we need to work on this proportion. So in my case, my jaws appear a bit heavier. So I need to cover what I've already done. I need to cover them and contour them to create this softer appearance. Just make sure to blend everything nicely. Of course, if your jawline is soft on its own, you shouldn't do this. Also, if your forehead is bigger, and if you have kind of like triangular face or heart-shaped face like this, you can contour your face on the sides to make it appear slimmer. So depending where your face doesn't fit, doesn't seem proportional according to golden ratio, you can darken it to smallen it down. Or if you want to create volume, to add space on your face, for example, if you want your forehead to look bigger, if you have triangular face and your forehead is smaller than your jaws and cheekbones, you can create light in your forehead and blend it. Or if you have very small jaw, very thin, you shouldn't darken it. Instead, you can even apply lighter concealer on it to make it a bit wider. So lighter color creates volume, darker color creates shadow and smallens things down and makes everything look smaller. So this is how it works. As you see, my jaws appear a bit bigger now. It brings forward. So these are the main things you need to think about. We want to create balance in makeup. Balance and harmony make us look more attractive. This doesn't mean that whatever face shape you have, it doesn't work for you. You need to change it, you need to contour it, and you cannot live with this face shape. No, this is absolutely not true. You're beautiful as you are, but in makeup, we can make a little twerks to make our faces more balanced, more pretty. This is the idea of makeup, to make us look prettier. And these are the hints I'm giving you how you can use makeup for your benefit, how makeup can add harmony to your face. Because makeup is an amazing tool, but you need to know what to do. Because this standard technique, it just doesn't work for everyone, and I want you to take your makeup to another level, to use advanced techniques that us makeup artists use. I hope you enjoyed watching this lesson. Subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna make a lot more videos like this, how you can apply highlighter, how you can apply blush, how you can do your eye makeup depending on your face proportions, of what face shape, of what eye shape you have. If you like this video, show me your thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And also, I have a makeup course that can teach you everything you want to know about makeup. It's in the link below this video, and I'll be waiting for you there. See you in the next videos.